family, it's Brianna Lanye, and we are back again with another cooking recipe. Come cook with me. So we're making fried oyster mushrooms, but we're doing a twist. We're doing a freaking twist. Everyone's talking about boiling your mushrooms, like boiling your mushrooms. When I heard that, I was like, wait, mushrooms already have so much water inside of it just alone. Why would I boil it? And then I just got so intrigued. Let me try it out. And I wanted to take y'all with me as we try it out for the first time. We have some boiled mushrooms and then we have some non-boiled mushrooms. So now we're gonna see how it is to freaking, how is it? Like, what is it hitting for? Why is everybody talking about it? So come along with me on this cooking journey on boiling oyster mushrooms. So let's go. Can you guess which one is boiled and non-boiled? Okay, so this is our boiled mushrooms. Like, look at how they look. Freaking weird. Okay, and then these are our non-boiled mushrooms. Okay. So actually, let me taste it before. That's how you want it to taste, baby. Okay, and I'm gonna give y'all some up close on how it should look and stuff like that. So now we're gonna do our dry ingredients. So this flour got little chunks in it, and I only use for my mushrooms, I always use chickpea flour all the time. Always. Chickpea flour just make it taste so good. This is our dry ingredients, so we're gonna go ahead and put some natural seasoning on up in there. We're gonna put some lemon pepper, and then we're gonna put some chicken seasoning up in her, vegan chicken seasoning, chickenless seasoning. Okay, and then we're gonna top it off with our breadcrumbs. And I like to do half and half, honestly. Half breadcrumbs, half flour. Bam, bam. Yo, I'm excited. I'm so excited. I'm literally so freaking excited. Let's go. So y'all see this consistency of these wet ingredients? This is the consistency you want, yo. You see how it's thick, but it's more runny than thick. That's what you want. You want it to be a little thick, but mostly runny. See how it's clinging, but it's still running down. It's exactly what you want, y'all, okay? Period. And it tastes so good. You see how you could see the seasonings up in this thing? Herbs is the key. Okay, for our dry ingredients, y'all, this is how you want it to be. You want it to be equal part flour, equal part breadcrumbs. See how you can see them breadcrumbs up in there? Yes, that's exactly what you want. Bam. This is the dry ingredient and your wet ingredient. Okay, so let's get frying. Are going to go ahead and fry this thing up. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this eye on. Ooh, lit. Okay, we're gonna let that. I'm gonna actually turn this down a little bit because I don't want it to burn a lot. So we are using olive oil, my very favorite thing to fry my oyster mushrooms in. It gives it a good taste. So let's go ahead and I put about a half of, if you have a pot, I put half to fill up halfway to the top of the pot. So boom, that is halfway. We let that cook on up. So these are our mushrooms. So we're gonna I'm honestly not gonna cook them all in a bundle. I'm gonna separate them. And I'm gonna honestly just rip this little piece at the bottom off, because this feels very tough. So I'm gonna just rip that little piece off the bottom of it, and we gonna just go ahead and do wet. Make sure it's all engulfed in that mixture, and then we're gonna put it in our dry ingredients. And then I'm gonna just go ahead, use my fingers, because honestly I want this to be packed. And I don't double them. I feel like when you double it, it gets so thick. Kind of just don't like it like that. But you let me know how y'all like it. Okay. And I feel like the oil is not warmed up yet, so I'm gonna do another one. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna rip this little bottom piece off. I could do it with a knife, but I just ripped it with my nails. I'm gonna just throw it in the wet ingredients. Put that in the wet ingredients. And I honestly love frying things, like, whew, especially fried oyster mushrooms. They're like my freaking fave. Like, I love fried oyster mushrooms. Like, they're so good, and they give me this texture. So that's why I'm so excited to see, like, what is this boiled mushroom gonna be? Like, what is this? Because it's just so intriguing to me, because what mushrooms have so much water inside of them, so why would I boil it? But it does give me a shrink texture. If you look at the non-boiled and the boiled, this one is shrunken up, so that's already like, okay, I'm glad I tried this. Okay, so I'm doing the same thing, y'all. I'm just pinching off the bottom part because it just feels really, really hard to me. So I'm like, I'll just do without that. We can honestly do something else with that. Bottom piece, we're gonna do the same thing. Get our mushrooms nice and submerged. And I'm gonna do 3 and 3. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do 3 non-boiled. Oh, and that oil is nice and hot. Nice and hot. Yes, I'm so excited, y'all. Okay, let's do this. Okay, maybe that wasn't. It is. It's perfect. Period. Okay, let's do it. Okay, now we're gonna do, bam, all 3 of those. We're gonna let them cook on up. And we got our plates here. This is how I catch the oil on top of, how I catch the oil. So I put paper towels on a plate so the oil could seep through the paper towels. So that's how I do it. And I'm gonna do the same thing. These are actually very dry. So I'm gonna just rip the bottom just like I did on the boiled ones. We're gonna rip the bottom, and then we're gonna throw it inside of our wet ingredients. And then we're gonna put it in the dry ingredients. I am so freaking excited to see like what this is hitting for. Y'all, I am a seasoned gal. I love seasoning, I love flavor, I love sauce, and I feel like it should be no different when you're cooking plants. You should fry up your stuff. You should have seasoning on it just as if you would cook anything. Like, it's not even different. So you see how I'm battering this up? I want it to be super battered. This is how we want it to look. I'm actually let those cook, and then I'm gonna put the dry, just so we won't mix them up. This is our non-boiled mushroom. And then, and then we got our boiled mushrooms. Let's compare boiled and non-boiled. I mean, they kind of look the same. I sprinkled some lemon pepper on it because I love lemon pepper, but let's try it. That lemon pepper hit different, y'all. Okay. One thing that I noticed about the boiled ones, super crispy. Very, very crispy. This is the non-boiled one. Yo. I freaking love these mushrooms. Okay. What is it giving me? Number one, very tasty. Super freaking tasty. Dang, y'all. The one thing about the boiled ones, okay, let me stop eating. Cause y'all, I will eat all of these mushrooms on camera with y'all right now. Okay. Drink a little bit of water. Okay. One thing about the boiled mushrooms, I really don't taste the mushroom. I don't notice that I'm eating a mushroom. So somebody that don't really like mushrooms, not really a fan of mushrooms, I would say boil it for them. And it's very, very crispy. Like, I taste the batter a lot. Like, it's very, very crispy. With the ones that are non-boiled, I taste it's kind of giving me a little doughiness inside of it. Like, you can taste that it's like chickpea flour. It gives me that. But with the ones that are boiled, you don't know what, you're just tasting flavor crunch. That's all you're tasting with the boiled ones. But with the non-boiled ones, I actually taste the mushroom, and it gives me that, you know how mushrooms are kind of like a little slimy? The non-boiled ones are definitely more slimier. So if I had to choose, because I'm a mushroom lover, I love mushrooms. If I would have to choose, I don't know. Oh my gosh. Hold on, let me try it one more time, y'all. Let me try it one more time. I think I'm gonna have to go with the non-boiled ones, y'all. I love the texture of it. I love mushrooms. So I want to actually taste that mushroom when I'm crunching it. I want to taste the crunch. I want to taste the batter. I want to taste all of that. So that's what I get with the non-boiled mushrooms. With the boiled ones, I would just say I would cook those for someone that don't really like mushrooms. Like, if you want them to just like be like, okay, this is really tasty, and they will not know that it's a mushroom. They won't taste the mushroom at all. You don't taste the mushroom at all. It's like it's not even there. I am super happy I tried it. Now I know, like, okay, what is it hitting for? Because it's really like, when you boil the mushrooms, it extracts all the water out of it. Crazy thing. Like, when you boil the mushroom, it takes out all the water. And you think, well, what I was thinking was it was going to add water, but it takes it away. So when you don't boil it, it actually still has the water inside of it. That's why it still has that plumpness. That's why you could taste the mushroom and things like that. So y'all came along with me, and we did the fried oyster mushrooms, boiled mushrooms, and non-boiled mushrooms. Y'all try that out. Try my recipe. I mean, chickpea flour is the best way to cook your oyster mushrooms, hands down. I always do it like that. So try it out, y'all. Get y'all favorite seasonings that y'all like to taste on y'all mushrooms. Put it in there with some chickpea flour and try it out. Y'all came along with me on my journey of learning the boiled mushroom technique. I'm super happy I tried it because now I'm gonna be using this for people that don't like mushrooms. Got y'all. But make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and check out all of my newest episodes, my old episodes. Check out how to learn and cook vegan recipes with me, Chef Brianna Lanier. You can actually learn in-depth cooking recipes. If you want some hands-down guide, one-on-one teaching how to cook vegan, go to itsoolalavegan.com and check out more information on being a part of our virtual cooking lessons. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for next time. Bye, y'all.